Hi everyone! In the last lesson we analyzed the analysis of the market and competitors and completed the preparation stage. Now we can talk about how to make the product. And we will start with what stage the solution has. There are only three of them: prototype, MVP, and the finished product. A prototype or lab setup is version of product that no one else can use, but you can use it to get some data. In the case of research project, the lab setup is usually the final stage of the product because all you need to do is assemble the setup and get the data, confirm or disapprove the hypothesis, and then setup can be taken apart. When working on a commercial product, a prototype usually solves three tasks. Research. We show users the interface and find out how clear and convenient it is for them. Or we check how efficient our device is in general. For example, we make an Arduino device with whiteboard. Presentation. The prototypes allow you to demonstrate the future work of your device to investors, partners, or future team members before it's completed. And term of references. This is more about IT product. Prototype program in the form of design can become a terms of references for your development team. What is an MVP? MVP is short for minimal viable product and is a version of a product that already somehow solves your customer's problem. For example, we at SubSchool are doing a service that will automate half of our teachers' tasks with rating of schools and courses, with incoming and outgoing exams, with notification and the ability to work with tutors. What is our MVP? We have made a platform where you can choose a course, watch video, flip through the presentation, and do your homework. It's all. This is much less than we planned to do in the main product. Yes, you need to remember the lesson yourself and choose courses simply by name with description. That is not as interesting as according to rating and reviews. But this is enough to master the course. This is the essence of MVP, to solve the problem with as little functionality as possible. A coffee grinder is great for grinding just about anything into a fine powder, but with enough time you can also do it with a mortar and pestle. Also, MVP and IT often involves the use of maximum of liberates and ready-made components, often even no-code development. For example, on Bubble.io, this allows you to make a product quickly and give it to users so that later you can make a fault tolerant and optimized product from scratch. In summary, the process of creating an MVP should follow two main rules. First, the MVP must solve the user's problem. Always. If what you have done cannot be used by your potential customers, then you have made a prototype. And secondly, you have to spend so much time and resources on development of an MVP that it would not be a pity to throw it away and start saving the product from scratch. That is, you must make MVP as simple and fast as possible. Not only to show it to users faster, but also so that starting to make product on other technologies doesn't hurt to abandon MVP support. As a variation of MVP, the term MLP, Minimal Lovable Product, has recently been seen out. That is a product that users will love. It is more suitable for companies or at least large startup teams than for singles. But the bottom line is that MLP is an approach when you have to make product so that it not only solves a problem for users, but also likes them. To do this, your MLP must have a good interface and work stably. Also, when doing MLP, you need to focus not so much on the functionality, but on the emotions that your product evokes. Remember your interviews and make the product so that the client says yes. This is exactly what we need. And unlike MVP, you should take the time to test and get rid of minor flaws and bugs that can annoy the users. Thus, MLP is already getting closer to finished product. It just has a minimal functions, so making MLP is more expensive and longer than MVP, but is really worth it. The finished product is some device or program in the promotion of which you can invest money. If we sell MVP or MLP first ourselves and through acquaintances, then the finished product must be ready for thousands and millions of people to use it. Unlike an MVP, a product must not only solve the client's problem, but also keep the client be convenient and competitive. The best way to understand what should be included in the final version of product is to make an MVP attract early adopters and start talking to them. Find out what they feel is not convenient and what is missing. Get the idea, see what fits in with your own vision, and you're done. Gradually your product will evolve along the path from simple to complex. The main thing is not to forget to clean the functions that are no longer relevant in time. Thank you for watching. Write clarifying questions and ideas for new lesson in the comments. In the next lesson we will understand what the project roadmap is, how and why to create it. You can find useful links in the description of the video, and if you don't watch the video immediately after the release, then most likely a link to the next lesson has already appeared in the corner. Bye everyone!